Mariota hands to Henry. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Henry. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mariota gives to Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll toss it to Henry. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Suckup. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the 3-0 lead apparently not good enough. They're going to go with the onside kick. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. This is taken at his 4. He spins free. Oh, now he bowls him over. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now it's Luck. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
And this one is incomplete. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception.
Wrong. You got 4. Gun. 11. Right there. 54 fight. Do that.
3rd and long. It's locked. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back, get a lot of people out in front, control the line of scrimmage, wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On third down, that's Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Luck on first down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Go ahead.
Now a first down throw. Luck. He's going to go for a big play now. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And now running right through it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's Locke. Being chased out left. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jarrell Casey in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. Forced out to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second down, Mariota. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft. If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs. Here's Locke. Looking deep here for Ebron. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter. Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one. Has that happened to you before? No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off of play action, Luck eluding the pressure right. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Again to Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback. You got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing him.
Dancing to his left. And Callaway taking it in left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Let's go.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Mariota escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
We're rolling. What we got? Right, 675.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Elliott. And And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Back to throw, Love. Looking deep for Hilton. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
11.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Derrick Henry. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
3.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run. And just lost track, and it cost him.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, third and goal. Throwing is Mariota, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Anthony Walker with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Suckup now, set to kick it off following the made field goal. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep for Hilton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin with Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Easy. Three.
Henry. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Titans on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. And a time. Here, timeout taken, whistles blown, timeout taken by the receiving team. So that will leave them with no timeouts left, still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
12.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 10th carry now for Elliott. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Hurry! 622. Hey, 4 down.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Jamal Sheard on the stop. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He finds Humphreys. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. From the red zone now, Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
11Z.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Go ahead. To your right. Come off the ball hard.
Desperation time for Locke on fourth down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
That not just but as a full team, there's a lot of pride that goes on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for Tennessee, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3, and they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville. 6 now on the campaign, and they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date